They have to be ambition. Like ambition. They have to be ambitious. Meaning like they want more for themselves. But I also think looks are subjective because like I could find
to a certain extent.
I mean, to a certain extent.
More so
like,
for dudes.
Women have these different expectations, but they cannot match. That's what the issue is. If a person is not self-aware enough in order to know what they really want, they come up with these genetic expectations.
If your man really loves you, if he wants to get married to you, make sure he buys a diamond ring. Then at 4 a.m, I wake up, fuck you, Zach, you're a piece of shit. You sent her flowers, you fucked this girl, all this shit. I'm like waking up out of a dead sleep. I'm like literally in my bed sleep. I'm like, what are you? She hacked into my phone.
Okay, that's crazy.
Do you guys know
propose?
the dark story of wedding rings and how they're created?
No.
Yo, this is some crazy shit.
What?
If a guy calls you hot, right, it means he's looking at your body, right? If a guy calls you pretty, it means he's looking at your eyes. If a guy calls you beautiful, he's looking at your heart, right?
Aww.
But all 3 guys are still trying to fuck you.
Welcome to Unattainable. Glad to have you with us and hope you continue to be a part of our family for the foreseeable future. And if so, please hit that subscribe button. I am Mohammed Malai here with my incredible co-host, Zach Evans, and our amazing guests of the day, Madison and Kate. Welcome.
Hi.
So
Thanks
that's
for
you
having
guys'
us.
camera.
Oh, perfect.
That's all of us, and that's just
I'm just like looking
Zach and
everywhere.
I know. Which one do we look at? And obviously the live is going to get us all. So
Cool.
Perfect.
Hi.
introduce yourselves, how old you are, how do you know each other?
Go ahead.
Okay.
We're gonna go around the circle.
Hi. My name is Maddie. I am 27. I know it doesn't look like it, but and I currently live with Kate. She's my best friend. For maybe it'll end in like a year or 2. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
you wish.
And yeah, that's a little bit about me.
I'm Kate. I'm 26 years old. I know I don't look like it either. No, Maddie does not look 26 or 27.
Well, I'm 27. So.
She looks 37 or 47. No,
I
but
agree.
yeah, we live together, we work together, we're lovers, co-workers, best friends, all of that. And yeah, I moved to LA a year and a half ago, and I met her, and I've been stuck with her ever since.
Yeah.
Okay, coworkers, roommates, best friends.
Emphasis on the lovers.
4 summers based upon what you mentioned earlier.
4 summers,
Madison.
never.
No, not yet.
No, we just joke around because we're together so much.
Kate,
so people...
Kate said not yet.
Not yet, no. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
When we get there, not if.
Kate's been waiting this entire
Guys,
time, orbiting, waiting for her opportunity.
Like, what?
No one's gonna believe me, but about an hour ago, I had to take pictures of Maddie's boobs. So,
I know, she just
Don't
like,
ask.
Kate, come to my room.
and I was
Gotta
thinking,
take pictures of my boobs.
yeah, I thought she needs like help picking out an
Why,
outfit.
why is she
All the
taking
nudes,
pictures
baby.
of your boobs?
No. Because I'm getting a boob job. I'm
very
so
nice.
excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
What are you getting?
What
size?
Tell everyone my boob size. Well, I'm a B, but like when I was bigger, I was a C. And so like I lost a lot of like fat in my boobies. And so I want to go back to a C. I want to go to like, I would say like 36C if I could. Yeah.
Do you want to know a man's opinion on this?
No, I don't. But yeah,
Wait, I
tell
want to
me.
know.
Okay. That's like okay. My opinion, a woman should not go through a whole surgery just to go up a size. If you want to get them, get like D. I mean, not double D's because that's gonna like fuck your back up, but like at least a D.
No, I did think about it though. Don't get me wrong. Like I've been
Trust
wanting
me,
a boob
you'll get
job.
the C's. You're gonna
Regret
I'm
it.
telling you.
How would you know you were a
I
guy?
am telling you, I've gone through 2 women who got their boobs done while they were with me.
Yeah.
Both complained that they wish they got it bigger.
Yes, but like I have known I wanted a boob job since I was like 19 years old. And so I've thought it's like tattoos. Like with my tattoos, which I don't know, do you guys have tattoos?
No.
None of you?
No.
Sorry, I'm loud.
Have
but
you
I'm-
ever heard the saying you don't put bumper stickers on a Bentley?
Oh, I
Ooh.
love my tattoos. I don't regret one thing about them, but it took me like a year and a half to even like I wait until I know I have a vision and I'm like, I'm just gonna get this tattoo. And then if I want it in a year, then I'll get it. but I only have 3 and I would like 1 more and that's it. But with boobs, I've just known I've wanted a boob job and I know what size I want. I've seen one of my best friends got her boob job was impeccable and she's that size and they look amazing. And yeah. So, but I love your opinion. What do you think, Zach?
Oh, I have way better advice. Yeah.
Ooh.
Get the anti-gravity titties that just no matter which way you go, they stay the same.
What are those?
Is that a thing?
You know the girls that have them, they're just like, they always look like, you could like be
always
leaning,
look
they always look
perfect.
perfect. Whereas like some are more like sloshing around and stuff, you know. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying the anti-gravity ones, first of all, no matter how old you get, it's anti-gravity. So it's not literally anti-gravity, but like the way it's set up. Yeah.
That's what I was wondering because that's the one thing that I don't know. Like, should I get the teardrop ones where it like drops?
Teardrop.
No,
Don't listen to what he's
get
saying.
the anti-gravity
Wait,
one. The basketballs. It's just basketballs.
Get one of each.
Looks
Get
like
one of
more
each.
natural.
More natural looking. Don't do
No,
what he's
natural
saying.
is in right now. It's a fad that's gonna go away, and they're gonna go back to the.
And then they're gonna be
normal.
like, you
basketball.
should have gotten the
Yeah.
other boobies.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, she might get a nose job. Well, she will get a nose job.
Yeah, no boob job for me, unless I put them on my back or somewhere because there's no space over here. But yeah, we're all
But
going together.
yours are natural.
Yeah. No, mine are too big. Dude, I've had boobies since I was like 12. It was rough. I know. It's hard to believe, but honestly, growing up with like giant
hard to believe.
boobs, it's like you get like bullied in school too for that, you know? Everyone's like, look at her giant titties, and you look older and you get hit on by like old men.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I didn't know this, but like the concept of like booties being attractive in girls is like a relatively new concept.
Yeah.
Like in the 70s, they looked at boobs like if you were like, oh, that girl's a nice ass, they'd be like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Not just the
Which is bizarre
70s.
to me.
In early 2000s, like, well, the model body was in, and then the boobs were in, the big boobs, and then like the Pamela Andersons of the world, and then now it's like the big butts, and like
Kim
it was my time to
Kardashian.
shine for a couple of years.
You're like, I was born in the right generation,
Yes.
baby.
Yeah, but now you know, now we're both.
That's funny, but we'll have a conversation in 2 years and you're gonna be like, fuck you. Right
I'm gonna
now.
be back on this podcast and say, I wish I went bigger. What about you guys? Would you guys get any plastic surgery at all?
I should probably start getting Botox because I'm white, so I'm gonna age very fast.
Oh.
But I'm a guy, so it also doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
What's
I
that
feel like
thing?
you
You
have
stay rich.
Botox. Like you don't have like you don't have any wrinkles when you speak.
you.
Like you like even when you went like that, it was like there was no.
Well, he's not that old.
Well,
How old are
I'm
you?
not old, and I still like got some wrinkles going on.
How do you think I am?
I think you're 32.
Oh my god, right on the dot. Let's
Really?
go. Yeah. That was
High five.
impressive.
Wow.
That was impressive.
Okay.
It's
Do me.
Do
Do you? I know you're 30 something. I feel like
Wait, how do you know that?
because I just know.
Based
I
on
just-
what?
I had a background check done on you.
That's
Oh,
her
okay.
superpower.
I'm Russian. Come on, like.
Right here.
Yeah, they know how to access the dark web.
He knows my social security number, address.
Yeah, so I know where you grew up, your family history, or everything. I feel like you're maybe like 30. No wrinkles, no, you're right. I'd say
man.
33 to 35, 33.
34. Well, I'm actually 35 soon, so yeah.
Really? Ooh.
Dirty 30s.
So nobody here.
I am offended, but hey, it's okay. I got 26 the other day, which I was like very happy about.
That's
Ooh.
good.
She must have been really into you.
We're just really drunk.
One or the other. Okay, so how long have you guys been living together?
A year and a half now.
A year and a half now. We met at a party. I feel like that's the
And then you
start of
started
every
working
friendship.
together later.
So she just started working where I work about a month ago.
Dude, they were hiring. I was like, I don't get to spend enough time at Madison.
Yeah, so now we're in a
course.
room 8 hours a day
And I love
together,
it.
and then we go home and we're in a house the rest of the night.
I love
And then
it.
we go
Sleep.
out
Dude.
and we're together
Same bed.
again.
You know what? And she's like, oh, I spend so much time with her. But then you know what she does? She comes and crawls into my room in the middle of the night to watch Office. So I don't ever want to
Called
hear
The
you say.
Office, language barrier.
I don't ever want to hear you say how you don't see me or how you see me too much because you always come crawling back to me no
I
matter what.
secretly love it. It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's not when she first wanted to work there, like everything in me was like, no. Even like consulted people around me and I was just like, what should I do? Should I just not give the should I just not tell him that she wants to work there?
You snake.
Well, I didn't, obviously. But like when you first start, you can't work with your, like, no one says I'm gonna work with my roommate and my best friend and be with them 24/7. Like, there's so much like negativity surrounded by that.
I'd be fine with being with Zach 24/7.
Really?
I mean, we're not
Yeah.
together
But
24/7
it's easy
with
to
him.
say.
And it's easier for guys.
It is easier
Because you guys are period sync up and then you're mad at the same time of the month.
Ooh, we could talk about periods for days. Mine's about to come. But yeah.
But girls also have a very, I'm not saying you guys, but most girls have a very different way of dealing with conflict. Where if we got in a fight, we would just yell at each other, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And then like the next day, what's up, bro? We're good, right?
Yeah.
Where girls will do the opposite. They're like, oh my God, your dress is so cute, blah, 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 blah.
For real.
And then like behind their back, oh my God, this girl's a bitch. And do it
Yeah.
for like 6 months and like try to like subtly like bring them down. You know what I mean?
That's funny. Like, she's a more passive aggressive one. Like, she needs space when we fight. Like, she just needs a second, like a breather. And I'm the type of person, I'm like, okay, let's just confront this. This is how I feel.
You seem like that, yeah.
And then it always ends up like working itself out but we're the way we deal with our fights very different. But I'm also a crier. Do you guys cry?
No.
It's my favorite pastime.
I was born with a rare condition where I have both an X and a Y chromosome, so I'm
Got it. So men
men.
don't cry.
Oh, interesting.
F that. Men don't
Guys.
Oh, interesting.
crying. What's that?
Do you guys want to know when was the last time Maddie cried?
Yeah.
Today?
Wow.
Today.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
Called
I
out.
shed a tear.
What happened?
The boob job.
The
She
boob
was
job
really
happened.
excited.
It was like
Oh, I thought it was
official.
gonna be like-
But it was
okay.
So-
tears
Wait,
of joy.
It was like you're gonna miss your boobs, so like you cried about it.
Oh yeah, I have a special connection to these. I'm just
That's
kidding.
why she was taking pictures.
Yeah.
I never want to.
Sayonara.
I sent them to myself really quickly too.
Yeah,
if you guys want them for
obviously.
later.
But yeah, I don't really like. I cry a lot.
That's good.
Like I'm the type of person. I tell you how I feel. That's it. Like there's no fake. There's no. If I'm upset, you'll know. If I'm angry, you'll know. If I'm
That's
happy,
the way to go,
You'll
yeah.
know. Yeah. But it also comes with like a lot of passion, is what I like to call it. So like.
So you're a little crazy, is like the other word for it.
I don't know, crazy. I think
Just a little bit.
emotional and crazy should not be mixed together, because like being a sensitive person is like, it's a good thing and it doesn't happen these days. Like there's not a lot of sensitive people out there, and if there is, they don't want to show their emotions because it's considered weak.
Yes, but being emotional is totally fine. How you react when you're emotional is what makes you crazy.
I really wouldn't call it crazy, but yeah, no, I'm crazy. Who cares? Yeah, it's me. I'm the problem.
That's when you're vulnerable. That's good, you know, that you're like able to feel everything. Me, anything.
She's not like that at all.
I don't care about anything really in life. There's like very few things I care about. So like it would take a lot to really
What are
get
those
to
few
me.
things?
Like for my family, I care about my family, my friends, and maybe my
Jesus
let me think
Christ.
about it. What do I care
There's
about?
nothing else.
Yeah, that's really not much. Maybe my car. It's like,
Maybe my car.
but it's been destroyed and I've been fine.
So, have you been in a relationship?
Yeah,
How many?
one. It was more than enough.
How long ago was this?
It was a couple years ago.
For how long?
For a couple years too. For 2 years.
Okay, so you were 20.
I know she's gonna have a.
Or 22.
There's so much I want to
Keep
say
your
right now,
mouth
but
shut.
Say it.
Keep your
Why?
mouth.
No, but that's what we want
I
to
know,
know. What
shut.
is it? Come on.
Should
Come
I
on,
just say-
Madison.
Can I wait?
Yeah,
One
it'll
second.
come. Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
I know what I'm gonna say
Yeah,
too.
I
Is
think.
that okay?
I think it'll come
I just don't want to
out,
say
yeah.
anything.
She said she
about-
doesn't care.
Okay, well we have a third roommate, and it's her ex-boyfriend.
Ta-da!
Whoa.
Does she know?
Do I know?
Does she know?
Who's she?
Him.
The
The third
Wait.
roommate.
the third
No,
roommate.
is her ex-boyfriend.
It's my ex.
Oh, your third
Oh.
Our
roommate is
third
your ex.
roommate is
Oh.
her ex-boyfriend.
Was it? Did you start dating first, or you moved in first and then started dating?
Oh no, we were friends. I've known him for like 7 years. We dated a couple of years ago.
And then
for
they
a couple
moved
years.
to LA together, and then she moved in with me, and then all of our leases were up, and then she was like, let's all three of us move in together. And I was like, this is the worst idea in the entire world, but
I love it.
F it. Let's do it.
I love it.
So you moved in together after you had broken up,
Yeah.
and no problems, no issues.
No, not on my end.
So much I could say.
Spill.
No, they're
Come on.
Just hear
He's the
noises
best.
from the bedroom.
No,
Is that what it is?
no, they're like so platonic. They're best friends. Like, there's anyone that I would say is like, besides me, one of her like is her best friend of all time is him. Like, she knows every single thing about him. Like, from the food he likes to like his favorite color.
Bro,
I don't know. Like,
they're the same. She's like the
but me and him are
female
very
version.
similar.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, no wonder you love him.
Have you brought a guy home?
No, well, we just moved in.
We just moved in.
like a month and a half
A month
ago.
and a half, yeah.
Although funny,
The way you said no is like that's like a no-no.
you know, yeah, I'm not an idiot.
Wait, I'm
That's the
confused.
problem.
Why? What's the problem?
The problem is, I feel like there isn't kind of like a fine line of like, he'll never be okay if she brings someone home. Like, he won't be okay with that. And she, opposite, like, she also won't be okay if he brings a girl home. So it's like, it's hard to see, because it's like, okay, are you really, you're not dating anymore because you're dating your
It's been like,
ex-boyfriend.
what, how many
but
years?
you're
2
not.
years?
Like,
Yeah, like 3
Yeah.
years, 3 years.
3 years?
Just gonna be celibate?
No, like,
Well, I guess you can go to the
oh no,
guy's
we've
house.
been
because
living
like,
together.
yeah, like it's
Yeah,
not
that's
like
the
Only for a
biggest
couple
problem.
months.
The biggest problem is she could go to the guy's house.
Yeah. This guy.
But he can't go to the girl's
This guy-
place.
What do you mean? Yes, you can.
That's not you.
Not
okay.
really, depending on the girl, but
I have this thing where I tell a girl if a guy doesn't have his own place, you shouldn't be with him.
Interesting.
Really? I don't agree.
what if he's young? What if he's like college kid?
No,
Yeah.
sure. That's fine. I'm
Okay,
just saying
yeah.
if you're dating, that it's based upon age. Right?
Okay, yeah.
So if you're dating like a 30-year-old and like he doesn't have his own place,
Yeah, that's
right,
sketch.
where you can't go to his place, that obviously there's like special
like
circumstances,
from his,
sure.
I get what
But
you're
like
saying.
you know, if it's
like if it
like
wasn't a thing of dudes, like if he doesn't have his own place, because like I
if
see
you're like
guys,
couch surfing and shit,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Or it's like you live with like 2 people in the same room, or you know, it's
that
just
would
like
be awful.
there are special circumstances, but generally speaking. So in this particular situation, if a girl can't come to the guy's room, to the guy's place, it's a big red flag. Why can't I
sure.
come to your place? And then she's like, oh, I live with my ex-girlfriend. Red flag.
I'm like making breakfast for them in the morning.
Literally, no, she. I don't know.
I was gonna say, fun fact. The other day, Maddie woke up in his t-shirt.
No, everyone fucking.
Tea.
No, I would never
why
do
didn't you tell him
that.
What do you
about
mean
that?
everyone shut the fuck? Nobody said anything.
He lost
because
his
that's
t-shirt.
clickbait,
He's been
because-
looking for. He lost his t-shirt. He's been looking for it everywhere. He's been asking me, "Have you seen my blue shirt?
Well,
Have
we
you seen my
have
blue
the
shirt?"
same shirt. Sorry.
No, and I'm like, "No, I haven't seen your blue shirt." Then one morning she wakes up, we go for a walk, and I'm like, "That's funny. I've never seen her wear this
Do you
blue
hear some
shirt."
passive aggressive shit right now?
Interesting.
I'm telling you, she's fast aggressive.
And then the next thing you know, he wakes up in the morning. He's like, "Maddie, are you wearing my blue shirt?"
I was like, no, what are you talking about? I literally would have fought a war saying I am not wearing your shirt. It ended up being his shirt.
Okay,
So-
wait.
So nothing happened.
Look at me, Madison.
Sure.
Do you want to fuck him?
No.
Not
No.
at all.
No. One, we're way too similar.
It's like fucking yourself.
Is that the
Like,
that's
it's-
the reason? That's the main reason.
no.
Number 1 is we're too similar.
No, I was gonna go into the main.
Not that it's Kate.
She was saving the best for last. She was saving the best for last.
We've had these conversations before. That's why.
Wait,
so
what?
It's like me and you.
If you want to sleep with my ex-boyfriend?
No. Like these conversations about. I tell you so many times. Like there are millions of guys out there.
Uh-huh.
Millions. Like why would I choose to ruin like someone who is literally my sister? Why would I choose to do something like that? I wouldn't. I've been in situations like that, and like I'm a hard no. It's actually a turn off.
It's called
Like
chemistry and attraction.
I know, but you can have chemistry and attraction with anybody. You
That's
really
not
can.
true at all.
I think it is true. Maybe it's because I'm passionate. But like I think, and I did acting for a while, and I just like, you can turn it on in an instant. And when it comes to like chemistry and attraction, like you can be attracted to somebody and you could still have a mind and like choose not to do anything about it. Like, do I think he's handsome? Yeah, she has good taste.
Thanks.
She has great taste. But like I choose not to try, I choose not to even go that route, because at the end of the day, what's more important to me? A guy who I can find a million other men, or someone who I've literally we travel together. I love her to death. She's my sister, my best friend. Like,
Aww.
yeah, that's more important to me. What about you guys with girls?
No, I actually agree with you more than Mo. I think.
Well, I didn't say anything.
I think okay. Connection.
I'm
This
sorry.
whole
And you, Kate, how do you feel?
this whole connection chemistry thing. It's more so just if you really like the person than if you have. Oh, we're both Libras and like I have this connection because Mercury's in my
Our
blah, blah, blah,
zodiac
blah.
signs.
So back when I was like broke, had like shitty style, like wore like shit that was too big, didn't know how to fucking dress. No girls felt a connection with me. And then all of a sudden, like I get money, like I learn how to talk to people, get more charismatic, blah, blah, blah. Now there's a lot of girls who I've like magically have a connection with and like our stars align. It's like, no, you're just attracted to a person and then you develop a connection because you're attracted to them.
And here's the thing is you can be attracted to their things. Like, it sucks, but you could be attracted to what they have, what you want.
Like the lifestyle,
The
yeah.
lifestyle, the success, something, if they have something that you want so bad, like a career that you want, like, you could be attracted to that too. You can be attracted to someone physically.
You gotta talk to my mom.
I would love to.
So
We'd be
I'm from
besties.
Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
I got an argument with my mom because she's like, Zach, the Wisconsin's like very conservative values. She's
Yeah.
like, you're in LA, you always date like these bimbo model girls, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Must be nice.
and she's like, oh, why do you care so much about looks? You should go for a girl just on like personality. I'm like, okay, do you want me to date an ugly girl? And she's like, no, not like an ugly girl, but just like focus on personality. I'm like, okay, mom, does there exist hot girls with good personalities? Well, of course, right? So I can choose hot girl with good personality or ugly girl with good personality. Of course I'm going to choose the hot one with a good personality.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same for girls. There's rich guys with good personalities.
Yeah.
So if you have rich guy with good personality or broke dude with personality, of course you're going to choose the rich. It's not a bad thing. It's not like, oh, you're a gold digger, blah, 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 you know?
But I also think looks are subjective. Because, like, I could find...
To a certain extent.
I mean, to a certain extent.
More so
but, like,
for dudes, yeah.
But, like, I can find someone attractive and one of my friends could be like, what the are you talking about? Like, he's not cute. But, like, I find him cute. And maybe it's the personality, but because his personality is so great, maybe you're blinded by the personality and that, like, you're like, okay, like, he's hot. Like, he is so hot. And, like, everyone else is telling you, no, he's not. But, like, I think he's hot. So it's like, I don't know. And a good personality. And has a nice lifestyle. Like, I don't know. And that's why I hate when people go, oh, like, she's, like, all these sugar daddies, or she just wants money, or she's this, or she's that. And it's like, no, you can still be attracted to someone who is way, like, larger in the money bracket than you. I guess that's the wording. I don't know how to say it right, but yeah.
Wait, I had a question for you. Are you single right now?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, well, recently, yes. But yeah.
How come?
What do you mean recently? Yes, you have been single,
Well,
technically.
technically,
you
I've
mean
been single for a while,
technically?
but I was kind of like,
I know, what's the
Seeing
tea?
He was in a situationship.
Ooh,
Yeah,
one of
situation.
those.
Yeah.
What's the tea?
there's not much. We broke up. Like,
Did
I
you?
don't know. I was just not ready to like settle down. Like I just got this house a month ago. You know what I mean? It's
You
like
want to have ragers?
not rages, but I feel like I'm like on the up and up, and I'm just not ready to like, okay, relationship. I don't know. I'm just not ready to like lock
Settle
down
down.
and like, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, too.
Like even in Palm Springs, I felt a little bit like, not that I couldn't talk to people, but like a little bit like, oh, if I talk to someone who's a girl, is she gonna kind of be like, yo, what is he like? Why is he talking to this girl? And like brings up problems, and you know what I mean? It
Well,
felt
I think
a little
that's
like
being a
stifling.
gentleman. Like, that's you being a gentleman. If you bring somebody,
Yeah.
like, invite
no,
them.
but like don't get me
like,
wrong, I would never like make up with one of the girls or like
Yeah.
hook up, whatever. But like even just me like talking to somebody that's a girl is like if she's not there is a little weird, but that's what makes the vacation fun for me.
Yeah.
Like I need to like go out and like have conversations and like joke around with this person. We have an inside joke, blah 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 blah. But then it's like a little weird if you have a girl you're seeing there because it's gonna put her in an uncomfortable position. You know what I mean? And I just want to be free and just be at a party and just talk to everybody, have fun, whatever happens happens. You know?
Interesting.
So thoughtful
Thoughts?
of you.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm a very good guy. Yeah.
So what happened? How come it didn't work out?
Yeah, I mean, she just wanted something more serious, and
You weren't
I wasn't
ready?
for it, yeah.
I feel like that's normal. I feel feel like that. Have you guys ever had relationships like that?
Like what?
Like,
What?
That's like
Like,
most of my
like you're
relationships.
either they want to settle down or you want to settle down and the other person doesn't.
Well,
like,
that's Zach's past
Yeah.
like 8 relationships have been.
I got a huge
he's a
fight
serial
Non-committer.
Serial situationshipper.
Well, here's the thing. So one time I was trying to be sweet, bought a girl flowers, and she blocked me on all platforms and never talked to me
You bought her
again.
flowers?
Yeah.
Wait, is
This
there
is
like-
why I never listen to girls for advice.
Is there like context before? Was it like a random lady that was like
No. Okay, so here's the story. So I was
a
dating
married woman?
No, so I'm dating this girl, right? Dating, I make it clear to her we're not exclusive, like very clear, like, hey, we're not in an exclusive relationship, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But then we start hanging out more and more, you know, like she's coming over like 3-4 times a week. We're hanging out a lot, blah, blah, blah. And she starts saying, you know, you never take me on dates. You never buy me flowers, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you be no more nice to me, right? Normally, I never listen to girls for relationship advice because they have horrible relationship advice for guys. Actually, side note, if you want good relationship advice from a girl, for all the listeners out there, don't ask for relationship advice. Ask about their exes and find the one that they're still hung up on. And then be like, what was that guy like? And then they'll tell you what they actually like in a relationship.
Actually, I think that's such an interesting
That's
take on
genius.
that.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
It's pretty genius.
So anyway, I'm like, okay, she's been nice to me. Let me buy her some flowers, right? So I go on this website, and it like sends the flowers to their doorstep. So, you know, they open their, oh my
like
God, like
1-800
surprise.
flowers.
It's like one of those things. Yeah. So I'm about to check out on the site. And if I would have just hit checkout, life is completely different. Probably we still be talking to each other, blah, blah, blah. I'm about to hit checkout, and this little pop-up comes, and it's like, wait, before you check out, buy one, get one half off. Now, I'm a very fiscally responsible person. I don't want to waste a discount. So I get 2 flowers, send one to this girl, then send one to this other girl. So I'm thinking I'm spreading joy throughout the universe.
Nice.
I would consider myself
Nice.
somewhat of a philanthropist in this scenario.
I'm dead.
The next day, oh my God, thanks for the flowers. Oh my God, thanks for the flowers. Everybody's happy. Everybody's good. I'm, you know, making the universe a better place. Then I just got this stupid new BMW. And it has this stupid feature where there's like a screen that Bluetooths to your phone and it connects your phone to the screen in the car. It's called like Apple Play, CarPlay, some bullshit like that. So all of a sudden I'm driving home with the girl and it's like, boop, new
Text.
message from the other girl. And she's like, oh, who the fuck is blah, 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 you know? And I was like, oh yeah, she's just like this, like my friend, blah, 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 whatever. And then she's suspicious like the rest of the night. We're like hanging out. Then at 4 a.m, I wake up. Fuck you, Zach. You're a piece of shit. You sent her flowers. You fucked this girl. All this shit. I'm like waking up out of a dead sleep. I'm like literally in my bed sleep. I'm like, what do you? She hacked into my phone, went through my text messages, found the picture of the flowers, and then she took her phone, took a picture of me in the bed, like snapped the Snapchat
so
in the
weird.
bed. And DM'd the girl, found her on Instagram, DM'd her
Holy
a picture of me in the bed, and then like some long ass message, blah 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 blah.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's, but also that's
She's
not the
right.
girl's advice that effed you over. It was you playing 2 different women, like not playing,
I wasn't,
but like
because I wasn't exclusive.
yeah, but like it
wanna
wasn't the
miss out on the
advice.
discount.
It wasn't the girl saying buy flowers. Like that wasn't the problem. You were the problem.
My mom always told me save money. It's a good thing to save money.
Well,
Make
send
sure-
it to him. Send it to your
He
friend.
doesn't want flowers.
Send it to
Don't
your
do flowers.
mom.
Asked him?
Send it to your mom.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, the website knew what they were doing, like for
Oh,
sure.
outside, that was some.
You,
that was
there's
some
probably a ton of men who have been through that. The discount, they're like, oh, gotta do
Probably.
this. You know, and then they
probably.
send it to different
Just
girls.
breaking up relationships left and right.
Yeah, it's like Ryan's Roses,
Yeah.
like the thing. You guys should know.
They got the order. They were like, this motherfucker's getting caught.
Dang, what a story.
What do you guys think about flowers, chivalry, all that kind of stuff?
Chivalry.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of flowers, to be honest with you, but like I'm Russian, so the Russians are super traditional. They love flowers. Like my mom's like her favorite thing. I just don't get it because they die. So at my house, I do have flowers. My ex got me flowers, the ones that are good for like a year or 2. Have you seen those flowers? They're like bouquets.
Yeah.
And they're like
The roses and
they've been
stuff.
like processed. I don't know how, but they last
Yeah.
for like years. So
Yeah.
I'll take those. But I prefer things that last, like jewelry,
Except
cars,
chocolate.
trips.
She loves chocolate, and those don't last.
Flowers, $50. Jewelry, $500.
Yeah.
Cars, $10,000.
Things that last.
Yeah.
Like a mansion. Give me a mansion.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about wedding rings?
What about him?
Do you guys know
Are you
the
gonna
dark
propose?
story of wedding rings and how they're created?
No.
Yo, this is some
Oh,
crazy
God.
shit.
What?
Okay. Back in the day, right? 1900, nobody wore wedding rings, right? It wasn't a thing. It's not a thing, right?
Yeah.
So this guy owns a diamond company. And this genius guy, he's like, how can I trick all of the sheep into the world into spending money on my diamonds so I can get rich, right?
What a smart genius
So
man.
he created the most genius marketing scheme known to man. It's lasted hundreds of years. It's called Diamonds Forever. He took out ads in the newspaper. Hey, girl, if your man really loves you, if he wants to get married to you, make sure he buys a diamond ring. Diamonds are forever, and it has to cost 3 months of his salary. And all these little sheep guys, yeah, babes, yeah, of course I love you. Here's a diamond ring. Bought diamond rings, and to this day, people still buy wedding rings because of this scam that was meant to. And the crazy part is, I will tell girls this. I'm like, isn't this crazy? Everybody's getting scammed. You're getting scammed. Your boyfriend's getting scammed. Blah blah blah. And they're like, that's crazy. But I still want a wedding ring. I'm like,
But
you're
I
being
still need the
scammed.
ring.
You know it's a scam.
Dude,
It's
yeah.
like.
I have a fun fact for you. Do you know, going off of that, the diamonds, they're not scarce. They're all kept in the vault. There's billions of them, but they only release a certain amount every year. So that's why they're so rare, and that's why they mark them up by 1,000,000%.
I have heard that. Actually,
Yeah.
what's crazy, cubic zirconium, the fake diamonds,
Yeah.
is actually more rare than real diamonds.
Really?
Well, because what you were
Really?
saying, they're all in the vault. They don't let
Yeah.
them out. Yeah.
And
it's insane.
It's one company owns 70% of the world's supply, so
Yeah.
they're killing it.
Would you be okay with lab diamonds?
Yeah.
What?
Lab grown diamond, not a real diamond, but the
So
one
they're,
that's
they're
grown.
diamonds. They're exactly the same. They're just were made in a lab.
I'd prefer that one. To
I don't
me.
really care.
Yeah.
Things that I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It could be a ring pop, but if I'm in love with you, I'm in love with you, and I want to marry you, which it hasn't come.
I don't know.
yet,
I
so.
feel like that's cap.
No,
No,
seriously.
I'd prefer that, to be
No.
honest with you, because just the whole blood diamond thing. After watching the movie, we're so educated. I mean, Leo DiCaprio was the star, so that made it easier to
Of course
watch.
you had to mention him.
100%.
Okay.
I mention Leo every opportunity I get
Why?
because
You're in love with him?
yes, it's a
But
complicated
you're too old.
relationship. I know, I'm
She's
26
way too old for
this
him.
year. Officially, I'm too old for him.
Yeah,
1 year, yeah.
I know, barely made it.
It's
but
over.
I did meet him,
Never
guys.
gonna happen.
I did meet him when I was 25, so
And
almost.
Right on the line.
I know.
Yeah.
It didn't go anywhere, obviously, because I was right on the edge.
Said
Right, yeah. You
birthday.
had already passed the threshold
me.
at that point, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So okay, so you have one ex-boyfriend ever.
I
And
also
then
have one ex-boyfriend ever, actually, but we don't.
You
speak.
you also have one.
Yeah, but we don't speak. We dated for 3 years and broke up 2 years ago.
Are you guys are you both seeing guys, or just you're virgin forever,
No.
don't give a fuck?
No, there's dating. I feel like everyone dates or things with people. I don't know. When I did not want a relationship, and I was very lucky in college. I kind of just had things with people, and then I got bored easily, and I experienced different things, and then when I met him, my first boyfriend, the day I met him, I knew he was gonna be my boyfriend. I knew, and I've never had that with anyone else. And we broke up, good thing, we're not meant for each other, but yeah, I have never had that with anyone else. So there's no one, even in my life right now, that I would say I want you to be my boyfriend.
Didn't you say that about the guy you met last week?
Okay, there was a guy I met last week. There was a guy that I met last week, and I
This
was
is why
like,
we need her on the podcast, too. We need both.
I don't want to lie. No. There was a guy I met last week, and he just checked all the boxes. And he did. And then I was like, I think I left and got home, and I was like, Kate, I think he's gonna be my boyfriend.
And then we're driving to Palm Springs. We get to Palm Springs, and she found a different
I was like,
boyfriend.
Whoa! Who is that guy?
I'm
Who is
kidding.
it? Who would?
No,
Wait,
that
hold
was a
on,
joke.
hold on. No, that was not a
I
joke.
swear that
I'm
was
pretty
a joke.
sure I know who it is.
That was
That
who
was
was
a
it?
joke.
Who is it?
I'm
No
gonna say
one.
his name.
No
why?
one.
You
That
can-
was a
we'll
joke,
beep it out.
guys.
That's fine. Ozzy?
He said it out loud. That's Leo whispering it,
We'll
bro.
beep it out. It's
No,
fine.
We'll bleep it out.
no. First
We don't
of all,
even have to beep it out. Why wouldn't we
I know.
beep it
I don't
out?
care. First of all, no, that's not. That is different than how I felt about the other thing. The guy. That was a joke that we made.
Because you were attracted to Ozzy.
Well, no, like I don't know. No, I wasn't. But
You don't have to. You don't have to
I
lie.
like to-
You obviously were. So just tell
He's a
the
good-looking
truth.
guy. He's a
He's a
good-looking
good guy.
I hate you. No, but no, but I don't like hoes. I'm just gonna say it.
Uh-huh.
I'm like not into that. It's like such a turn off to me.
Okay.
Even though like I'm allowed to do whatever I want, but
They're not.
double standards always.
Sure.
No, but I just don't like homie hopping, like or like hoeing. Like I like being like, if you want someone, I want you. That's it. Like I don't want 5 of the girls there because they give me attention.
So you want an Andrew Tate
Type of
relationship?
situation. No, I'm not really an Andrew Tate fan, TBH.
But
I know you guys
no,
are.
Andrew Tate
Don't lie.
relationship where you get to fuck around, but then he has to stay.
No,
with you.
no, I don't.
Oh, I thought
just-
that's what you were saying. Did you
No,
say
that
or am I
was a
tripping?
joke. What
Oh,
I
okay,
mean
okay.
is, what I'm trying to say is like, if you first meet someone, it's like I don't care if they think I'm this hoe or someone who wants a relationship. Like you'll never know. But if you first meet someone and then they go and like make out with other girls or like talk to other girls, it's like for me, it's a turn off. That's
So
it.
you got
like,
turned off by the fact
Yeah.
that he was with other girls.
Yeah, it's such a turn off. Like, I don't know. Same with like relationships, you know when you know. Like you want to be in a relationship with somebody.
Usually-
But that's also a lie. Like not a lie, but it's like that's also inaccurate because that's only happened to me once, and I think like turning off like if I felt that way, if I waited till I felt that way ever again, it could be never. Like, and it didn't even work out, my ex and I. So, like, I don't know. I mean, we're all young.
so
We're just
what-
trying to figure out life.
What did you find attractive about Ozzy?
Personality, for sure.
What about it?
I don't know. He was funny. And I said jokes. I think I'm so funny. And I said jokes and he laughed at them. Like, come on. I don't care if you lied about it. At least you laugh. Like, fuck.
Like, at least pretend.
It's so hard. Like, I feel like I'll say something. And everyone's just like, and I'm like, oh.
When you
Crickets.
realize they're so simple.
No,
No,
really,
but-
like, dude, I really think I'm spitting out lines after lines of like people should be laughing, and no one's laughing. They're just like, like scared. I'm like, and then he's the only one laughing and like dishing it back. And I was like, hey, that's what's attractive. Like if you can, like at least
I feel like
laugh
it's
at
more
my
the
joke.
dishing it back part. Because I feel like there's a lot of dudes who would just like. I feel like a lot of dudes do that. Like a girl's like making some joke and they're like,
Which happened
and I'm
in
like,
Palm Springs,
that shit
bro.
was definitely not funny. You know what I mean? And I see like some simp guy like, oh my god, you're hilarious. You know what I mean?
Why did that
I'm saying-
happen?
I'm not saying you're not hilarious. I'm just saying like
You're
you
just
know,
saying
You are
Ozzy's a simp.
hilarious.
I'm just saying he's the only one that laughed at my joke.
You're saying he has a good sense of humor.
That's what it is. He has a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
No, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you just because you're attracted to someone doesn't mean you're like, I love them.
Yeah.
I'm sad. I'm like go have I don't care. Like
Yeah, but you kicked the other guy to the curb as soon as you got to Palm Springs and saw.
no, I didn't.
Do you still talk to the other guy?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. So you guys are hanging
But it's
out.
like
You're
so
hooking up and
new
shit.
that
Okay.
like I'm not gonna put all my eggs in that basket, like as he shouldn't either.
So if Ozzy came into town and was like, "Hey,
no,
Madison, I
because
realized,"
I'm telling you, it was a turnoff.
I
Like,
understand, but he comes back in town and
Yeah.
he goes, Madison, I just realized you've been the one this whole time. There's
I would
nobody
cringe.
else.
No,
Like,
I would laugh because like when you get a sense of somebody, like I do not get the sense that he's like that, and if he did that, then for me it would be like it would
Red
just be inaccurate of like who he is. And like I met him for a weekend, like I don't know him that well, but like it would just wouldn't be like your actions don't align with your words, and I'm not stupid. I'm just not. Like I am stupid about some things, but I'm not stupid. I don't know, like it's common sense, I feel like. No? What about you
okay,
guys?
Kate, did you like anybody
As
that
a
you
trip,
found attractive? Yeah.
I mean, he was good looking, but like nobody I like was attracted to. Nobody like.
Is
felt
there anybody
chemistry
in your
with.
life that you're attracted to now?
Yeah. Harry Styles.
Huh?
Harry Styles.
No, a real person you would actually have a chance to be with.
Harry Styles. Excuse me.
I believe it.
Nobody really know. I'm auditioning for a lot of like TV shows right now, so I'm thinking maybe someone's gonna turn up there. But in LA, dating is like non-existent.
I
Like,
can't tell if you're joking or not.
what do you mean? I know that
This
part
is a
was true.
serious. Okay, this
That
is
part
serious.
is true. Yeah.
Okay.
No. I know I have like straight face when I tell lies and truths. No, but yeah, like dating in LA is impossible. Like, there's so many like sugar baby, sugar daddy things that it's like disgusting to me. Like, they've tried to suck me into that so many times. But yeah,
When was the last time you went on a date?
On a date, like real date? Oh, it's been probably like a couple months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Are
been
you
a
like
while.
are people proposing to
I
take you on
mean,
dates
I just
or
have, like-
not at all?
I have really high standards, to be honest with you.
So
'cause,
you
like,
don't even, you have like your bitch face on and just like not even
Like,
giving people the opportunity to
I'm
hit.
giving them the opportunity, but like
You are.
Yeah, I am.
Uh-huh.
But like I'm like such a romantic. Like, I'm open to it always. You know, it's weird, but like I'm always like taking it in. I'm thinking like I'm like a hopeless romantic. I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be the guy who's gonna drop off the mail. Maybe it's gonna be the random dude at a stop sign. You know, I'm like open like that.
She wants someone to sweep her off her feet.
Yes, I'm
And she
open to
deserves
it.
it.
But that's
Are you
just
submissive?
never been the case. What do you mean? Like, in what way?
Like, is your personality a submissive?
No, I don't think so. I'd say I'm pretty dominant. Like,
You are pretty dominant, yet you want a man who is dominant.
I would
And-
want somebody who can like compliment me, you know, not necessarily be submissive or dominant. I don't want somebody who's gonna boss me around. I want somebody that's successful, knows what he wants, and that's the way I see myself. So I want like a reflection of myself, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
What about you
Interesting.
guys?
What about you guys? Yeah.
Oh, you want me to ruin the romance for you guys?
No.
Let's do it.
Here it comes.
So, okay. If a guy calls you
Uh-huh.
hot, right? It means he's looking at your body, right?
Mm-hmm.
If a guy calls you pretty, it means he's looking at your eyes. If a guy calls you beautiful, he's looking at your heart, right?
Aww.
But all three guys are still trying to fuck you. If he buys you flowers, he's still trying to fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's a nicer
very
way
true.
of trying to fuck you, but that's the reality of what romance is for
No,
guys.
I agree.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I agree.
Like, not me, I'm very romantic and shy and blah, 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 but like for all the other guys in the world. Yeah.
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
But I think when you know that, it's different. Like think of that as like the standard. Like, every guy is trying to have sex with you. Okay. But like, which guy has the chivalry, right? Like, which guy is a gentleman? Which guy, like, yeah, at the bottom of it all, the foundation, they want to have sex with you. Like, guys think with a different head most of the time. But like, I don't know. I just think like if that's your foundation and then you see what is layered on there, then that's the most important thing. Like,
Yeah,
whatever, they're
I-
trying to fuck. Who cares? Like,
I just think chivalry has been okay. So I was raised very chivalrous. My dad's like old school as fuck. Like, I open the door for the girl, walk on the correct side of the sidewalk so I can, stop the car with one hand, protect her
Ooh.
if the car comes. Blah
that's
blah
a
blah
good
blah, blah.
one. I like that.
But what's annoying is chivalry has been commandeered by losers to trick girls into thinking they're good guys. I hear girls all the time, "Oh, he held the door for me." I'm like, "Oh, so he did this?" Wow! Oh my God!
So
He lives in his
great.
mom's basement. What do you mean? Like, next thing you know, you're flying middle seat on Spirit just because the guy did this. You want to fly fucking middle seat on Spirit? Stop getting tricked by chivalry. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's an interesting take. I mean, I agree. I agree that, like, I don't know, people do try a lot differently, like harder, and I don't know. I like to think that and I'm sure you feel the same way. Like, I like to think that, like, I can see through some of it. Obviously not all of it. Like, I've gotten my heart broken plenty of times. I've cried my eyes out about a boy plenty of times because they weren't who I thought they were, like stuff like that.
But you're also a crier, so like
I'm surprised you're a crier. You come out like
Really?
you'd be like the alpha in the relationship. You wear the pants, you tell them what to do.
No,
happy wife, happy life, bitch, like that kind of thing.
I'm a crier. I don't know. Like, I just feel things really deep, and that's so like pick me. I feel like, and that's so cliche. and it's like, oh, you're whatever. But no, it's corny, but like I do feel things really deep, like
Tell
very
the
deeply.
truth. When you saw Ozzy with another girl, did you cry?
No.
Okay.
No.
I believe you.
I'm not that. No.
He's
like
gonna
if he
edit it
was
out.
like someone that I talked to for like a really long time, or like was seeing, yeah, of course. But like I just met the guy, so no. You know, like things don't hurt me like that. It's just like if we build like
Not that sensitive.
Yeah. No.
Sensitive when you actually have feelings for someone.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, because usually crazy girls like the guy more. No, I'm not calling you crazy. I'm just saying in
He's
general.
like labeled you.
I know.
The crazy one that doesn't kill the fucking one.
But a lot of girls like you more. Like there's been girls who like not giving me the time of day at all, but then like we're out wherever, all of a sudden like some girls like flirting with me, and all of a sudden they're like coming up to me. I'm like, yo, 5 minutes ago, like I was trying to talk to you, you're like brushing me off, blah blah blah, looking at your phone and shit, and all of a sudden you want to talk to me because like a different girl. It's
Those
like
guys
a
are the
weird
only
thing.
guys who ever made me cry, but they were not the guys I wanted to settle down with. Like I have high standards now because my ex-boyfriend was the best. And when I say the best, like he was just like such a good person and like handsome and like a great human being, and like I love him to death still, not in that romantic way, but like that is my standard. You know, like someone
Did
who
you break up
treats
with
me
him,
the way
or
he
did-
treated me. We broke up. It's a long story. It's actually a really crazy story. But yeah.
What's the story?
Yeah.
Do you remember? I don't think I could say her name. So I used to have a best friend before her. I have an ex-best friend. We were, me and my boyfriend at the time were together. We were in two different, I was in sorority, he was in fraternity. I lived with fraternity guys for 2 years. I lived with 5 guys in a house for 2 years in college. Crazy experience. But my boyfriend was in like the rival fraternity. So it was like this whole thing. And then I met my best friend right out of college. Like I like thought we were gonna be best friends. We have matching tattoos. Like we're not friends anymore. You met her actually, so I don't want to say her name or anything. Yeah, do you know who I'm talking about? Kind of. Yeah, okay.
No,
I'm sure you follow her on Instagram too.
Probably.
But I'm blocked. But my boyfriend, I've known him longer, right? And I would choose her like because friendships are so important to me. I don't know about you guys. Like, how do you feel about friendships?
Yeah. Bros before young, respectable women is what
Thank
I
you.
would
Thank you. I don't know. Like, I would choose a friendship over a relationship, even though it's probably not right for me because I knew him longer and it was more of like we were in a deeper relationship at the time. And like, long story short, we were at Saddle Ranch in WeHo, and we were going there all the time, and we were at a party all day, and we were fucked up. Me and her, the girl, my best friend, and we were fucked up. And this was the time after 2.5 years. This was the of being friends with her. This was the time my boyfriend and his friend and they wanted to meet each other for the first time. Like, I don't introduce people. And it just ended up happening at Saddle Ranch. And he hates her. Like, she made a huge scene, like basically tearing these waiters down. And he's like the most graceful, like definitely not that person, not confrontational at all. And she was like, you are just like a server. You're going nowhere in life. She got fucked up. And it was so embarrassing. And I was like trying to get her to go home. And like they kicked us out because she threw up in the bathroom.
They also banned you.
They also banned me. It was really bad. And I got
You're
the
banned
brunt of
from
it.
Saddle Ranch? That's
Yeah. After I went back like 6 months ago, and it was really weird. Even one of the girls, the like managers came up, and she's like, hi. And I was like, hi. And it was fine. And I was like, okay, 2 years later. But yeah, she made a huge scene. Like, everyone was recording her type of thing.
Damn.
And he was so embarrassed and so done. Like, this guy moved to LA for me. Like, he is not an LA guy. He's like a Newport guy for sure. Like, he doesn't like LA.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, at the end, we went back to his place, and like, he was so upset, and he yelled at her, and he's never yelled at anybody. Like, in the relationship that I've been, like, he has never once to his friends, anyone. And he just looks at me, he goes, like starts crying, and I start crying, and I was like, are you breaking up with me? And he's like, I can't be with you anymore. I know you're gonna be friends with her forever. Because like at the time, literally got matching tattoos.
Damn, that's why you guys broke up?
It is kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it was coming. All of his friends were like, why are you guys together? And I was like, dude, I don't know. Because we broke up multiple times.
He was just too good for you?
No.
That's your kind of
him.
saying.
What
You're
the
like,
fuck?
he's so amazing. He's the best person ever, blah, blah, blah.
It wasn't that. Like he's a homebody. Like,
You're like,
you know,
a party
he
goer.
wants to move to Texas because the economy's better. I don't fucking know. And like, I don't know, dude. Like, he wants to, like, I don't know. We're just very different people. And all of his friends were even like, would come up to me and be like, why are you guys together? Like, you guys do not seem like you would be together. And I did bring him out of his shell, like, a lot. But yeah, I have so much love for him. But yeah, it wasn't meant to be. And I'm kind of glad he did me a favor. Because we would break up and then get back together and then break up. And not in like the toxic way. We'd break up and then like
But who was
3 months
breaking
later.
up with who? You were breaking up with him?
I mean, different things. I broke up with him. He broke up with me. Then like the whole time he would come back to me. Like I would not talk to him because I think like once you're done, you're done. And then it's like, hey, let's get coffee. And I'm like, fuck, like, because I gotta get coffee. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna be strong. And then we get there and it's like, oh, your life is so much cooler. Like you seem so cool. And I'm just like shit like that. And I'm just like, yeah. And then the same thing happened over and over again. And I remember, I have a funny story, but I remember being at his house and looking in his mirror when he went downstairs and just being like, I was drunk and I was just like, looking at myself in the mirror saying like, we are not meant for each other. Like while we were together, like weird shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, but definitely, but so much respect for him. I don't even know where we were starting. I'm just going off. Love you.
Okay, so you have these high standards.
Yeah.
What are they?
I don't know, respectable people. I just think
What the fuck does that mean?
it really just depends. Like I just like really good people. Like I like really good people, and I only surround myself with really good people. And do people fool you? Of course. Have people fooled me multiple times? Yes. But like I think, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like a vibe, an era, like a. I don't know. What about you guys? I don't know.
No, that question is not over. You didn't answer the question. You did not answer a single
Someone
question.
to laugh at my jokes. God damn it.
Okay,
And
so
I'll tell you,
what are these high standards?
Well, they have to have
Name
ambition. Okay.
Okay.
They have to be
what?
ambition.
Ambition.
Like ambition. They have to be ambitious. Meaning like they want more for themselves, obviously.
Sure.
I think that people who are wise, not age, wisdom comes with experience, in my opinion. And I think that when you shut yourself,
come with experience by definition. So.
Well, yeah, and in my opinion, no. But like, I think wise people don't, willing to listen to other people's perspectives, because I know people who just be like, oh, girls, they're just this or they're that, or like girls are just trying to be or gold diggers, or they'll always go for the bad guy or whatever you say about girls, let's say. Like, I just think that's putting yourself in a box and like not willing to hear out other people's opinions and perspectives. And even if the other person is wrong, being okay, being like hearing them out and being like, okay, like understand that that's what they think, and like why would you ruin that, I don't know. That's
So you want a wise, ambitious listener.
I mean, I hope he talks.
Once in a while.
And laughs at your jokes.
Yeah. That's it. Not that hard, too. Like, but I hate when people say the ick, because I think the ick, they say that about anything. I went like this, and it's the ick. Like, no, but I do think it's a turn off when, where was I? I just could talk for days. No, I do think it's like a turn off though when I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay, let me ask you this, because
I'm just talking too much. I feel bad. I'm like taking up all the time. That's why. But I can still keep talking.
No,
the
you're
whole
good.
point
You
of
have
a
good
podcast.
stuff. Yeah. But let me ask you this, because living in LA for 6 years,
Yeah.
it's just interesting because you ask girls about that. We had a girl on the podcast another day, and there's all these stories that are very similar, right? They're not exactly the same, but they're very similar. And I'm kind of like Sherlock Holmes, so I like put the pieces of the puzzle together. What I feel like happens a lot of times, and let me know if this is kind of spot on or not, is a girl and guy will start dating, and they date for 2-3 years, whatever it is, and there's something about the guy, even though he's great, he's nice on paper, it's like checks all the boxes, bring home to mom loves him, everything's great, but there's some energy and like gut level of attraction of like being just more, whether it's like edgy or dominant, or there's some like gut level attraction thing that's missing, and girls don't really know how to verbalize it because it's kind of like this nebulous thing, but it's like this energy that the guy's missing. So then the girl ends up like breaking up with him over maybe, because he got in one fight with my friend, we can't be together anymore. Is there some truth to that?
I feel like yes. I feel like every girl says they want a guy who's successful, smart, doesn't cheat on her, is loyal. But when they get that kind of guy, he's usually boring. Yeah, and
it's called chemistry and connection, which I brought up at the very beginning of this conversation, which you guys said you could just turn it on. But in reality, there is no such a thing.
I think
this conversation just proved that you cannot.
No, I disagree with you.
Yeah, I disagree too.
It's not
just
chemistry.
proved
This was exact. Okay, the reason I said this happened, my first girlfriend ever dated for 3.5 years out of high school. I was that guy that was way too fucking nice. I was a little pushover simp. But I would literally I would wake up at 6 a.m., drive to the Walmart between our houses, pick up a pack of purple Skittles because she loved purple Skittles, put some flowers, put a note, and leave it on her doorstep, surprise her, be a little simp guy, blah, 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 blah. And literally, she cheated on me with the guy from her college that she would always complain about. He's an asshole, he's a douchebag. That was the guy she cheated on me with. And like, at the time, it made no sense. I'm the perfect guy, blah, blah, blah. But it's not about being the perfect guy. It's like, what does the marketplace want? You have to give the marketplace what it wants.
Well, I also think that people just put everything in like, this, but it's so hard to say, but like, they're young. You're young. So like when you're young, you try different things. Like those are mistakes. Like I bet she looks back and she's like, damn, like my ex used to give me purple Skittles, you know?
I got her back.
Okay, well there you go. But like you're young and
with
it's
Skittles.
Actually with Skittles.
Sponsored.
Want to hear that story?
Yeah, I kind of want to hear it.
So basically, that was like my like fucking villain story arc. Once that happened, I was like, fuck this. I'm going to get fucking rich. I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. every day, start my business. Fuck all these people, right? So got super rich, built my business. Took me like fucking 8 years. Moved to LA. Live in a mansion. Bought a BMW. All this stuff. So I follow her on Instagram. I find her.
Wait, this is recent?
No, but it's like, it makes the story better. It was actually like 3 years ago. But I was still in LA. I still had good money at the time. I wasn't this well off, but whatever. I was doing well. So I follow her on Instagram. And she follows me back. And then that day I make sure I post like stories with all these models and like mansion party, blah, blah, blah. Like all the best stories I have, I posted. And then she unfollowed me. So I knew she got pissed. So then I go to Walmart. I get a bag of the purple Skittles. And I DM her. I take a picture of it. DM her a picture of the Skittles. And I said, thank you for making me the man that I am today.
Oh, I love that.
And then underneath, so I can get girls who are way hotter than you. Fire emoji.
You
it was the
asshole.
most entertaining, greatest moment of my existence.
Really?
And I will never need a therapist because I did that.
That is awful.
I've been boiling up.
But you know what?
Well, she cheated on me. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm just getting her
Fuck
back.
it.
I'm getting
No,
my
fuck
revenge.
it.
That is priceless.
Fuck it. You'll never be with her again. So if you feel like that makes you feel better, do it.
She's like married with kids and shit like that.
Oh, congrats to her.
No, not congrats to her.
No, congrats to her
We still
because
don't like her.
I'm sorry. Well, how old is she?
Like same age as me.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
But
32.
32. So she's already on the downswing.
Okay, so she's
In Wisconsin?
In Wisconsin, yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh, no.
I don't know.
32 in Wisconsin is
Beer,
89.
cheese,
Is LA's,
LA,
65.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope she sees this
I know.
podcast episode.
I hope you're watching Disney Channel. No, that's an interesting story at least. Like, do you guys have any stories like that at all? Or?
I mean, unfortunately, you guys only have one relationship, so it's like,
I know.
I guess what I want to know is at what point do you feel like it's getting too late? Or do you even feel like
That's
that?
an interesting question. Do you go first?
Too late for what?
To have to find a partner.
A partner.
Oh God, I thought like it might be too late when you're 30 because I lived in Florida, but then I moved to LA and I realized people are single here until like they're like 50. Like
Guys are.
yeah, exactly. So I feel like if you want to find somebody, a relationship, another half, it's not gonna happen in LA. I've just accepted it.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you want that picket white fence, you want family and kids, you can't find that in LA. So you have to move out of LA, and then whenever you're ready,
Bounce.
yeah, move. Whenever you want kids, move.
But when would you think you'll be ready?
I feel like 30
What age?
something, over 30 for sure. Like
30 what?
I'd say 30 by 35. I should.
By 35, you're like, you'll be ready.
Yeah, because I thought I was gonna have kids when I was.
But the
25.
problem is at 35, okay, let's say it's 35, you're ready, you
Yeah.
move. And then it's going to take like a couple of years to probably get to know someone. You're not going to meet somebody like right
Yeah.
off when you get off the airport.
Yeah,
So a couple of years, you're 37.
yeah. The clock's
And then,
ticking.
And
yeah.
then you meet somebody and they're like, okay, I got to get to know you. Where the fuck have you been? And you're like in LA, and that's like a huge red flag. So like they're like concerned.
What?
So then
How's
you
that a
get to
red
know them.
flag?
They trust you by 39. Now you're like 1 year engaged, 40.
Yeah, but that's okay because I'm gonna be the best version of themselves, and I'm looking for someone who did the same.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's really hard to find someone that's gonna be like under 40 who's gonna be like successful, young, no kids, no ex-wife. But it's okay. It's the risk we're all taking, by living here in LA.
Well, if you're a woman and you're single over the age of 40, you have statistically more likely getting eaten by a shark than find true love. So I would just do it before 40. But if you're like 35, you'll be fine. Blah, blah, blah,
Yes.
you know what I
Like
mean?
35 is like the latest. If I'm still in LA at the age of
She has
35.
an ex-boyfriend she can just marry at
Just
35.
go.
True.
Yeah.
There you
Roommate
go.
forever.
There you go.
Think about
What,
Yeah.
Madison, what is your age?
27, right?
27.
No. I know you're 27. I'm saying, what is the age that you are?
I don't know, because I was like her and I used to think like do I feel sometimes that I'm kind of getting old? Yes.
Well, you are.
Thank you.
Thank you for reminding.
Thanks for reminding me. No, but honestly, I've come to the conclusion that like I've always lived my life without a plan, if that makes sense.
Just wing it.
And it's worked out thus far, but at the same time, like if I don't find someone, I think like it makes me sad, but like I think that I will still be okay and find like joy out of life.
You could imagine yourself being 80 years old and alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
She be with me.
Yeah, there we go. No, but okay.
Girls
I
can
mean,
just get
by
cast,
80,
yeah.
I'm like on 80-year-old Tinder or something,
Would you guys ever date a girl that's a farmer for clout?
She's hot. Guys don't care as long as you're hot.
Really?
If you're a farmer.
I guess you're from Wisconsin. You basically are a
Our
farmer.
expectations of women are not that insane. It's only women who have these like
Okay.
Expectations.
astronomical
let me word
expectations
it.
that are so unrealistic. You'll
Not
be
unreal.
single for
I
the
don't
rest of your
think
life.
So.
Okay. What if I
What do
reword
you mean
it?
you don't think so? See, the problem is this.
Problem.
Women have these different expectations, but they cannot match it. That's what the issue is. If a person is not self-aware enough in order to know what they really want, they come up with these genetic expectations. These are my standards. It's this. But then you can't really fulfill your end of the bargain. And that's why you can't find people. Because the person who does have those qualities takes one look at you and they're like, nope.
Why though?
Well, because you don't possess the qualities that they want.
But I don't think that's true. I think that's LA. Like, I think it's really hard to be as successful as people like to put out into the world, even though half the people aren't successful at all and fake it with their designer because they bought it. They're one designer, they're three designer, and they're not paying their rent. Like that literally happened. We know someone who literally got evicted because he wasn't paying rent, but he has a
G-Wagon,
a G-Wagon,
Bentley,
like
friends with celebs.
because that's what it's about, right? But like,
How many people do you know?
how many people do I know?
How many people do you know?
I would say I know a lot of people.
10,000? 5,000, 2,000.
I don't know. I kind of know a lot of people, but like I wouldn't consider them my friends. Like
No. How many people do you know?
I don't know.
Just a random number.
Why would
It's a hypothetical number.
Okay.
It's not going to be 1 million.
Well, I don't know like math very well. So that's why
Do your best girl math.
no, seriously, I don't know math at all. At least I'll own it.
You don't need to know math
maybe
in order
like-
to come up with a number of the amount of people you know.
Because I'm trying
Madison.
to count how many people I know.
Don't count them, Betty.
Okay, let's see.
She just said, don't count them.
It's gonna be the most boring podcast. She's like 336.
She's like Jesse.
337.
I would say like let's say a solid 5,000.
5,000. You know 5,000 people.
I
Let's
don't
say,
know.
For the sake of this conversation.
Okay, for the
And
sake
that's a
of
very
the
high
conversation.
number. But let's say you know 5,000 people. Okay?
Dude, I don't know.
That's fine. We'll say that you know 5,000
Okay.
people. Do you know the population of LA?
Bajillions. It's like 4 million, 4 billion or something.
Are you being serious? You definitely don't know math. It's somewhere around 10 million, depending on.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh.
So, depending on when the last update I looked at was.
There we go.
But here's the thing. When people say, you can't find anybody in LA. People in LA are this, people in LA are that, and you've only have known or come across about 5,000. It's the most.
It's people
the
we've
most,
come across. I thought it was people we know personally.
Even if
kidding.
you've come
I'm
across 3 times that, it would be 15,000 people.
Okay, yeah.
You're still nowhere close to the 10 million mark.
Agreed.
So it's the people that you hang out with and the people that you find are usually the connections of those people.
Okay.
So ultimately what happens, the reason why you guys can't find anybody is because your circle sucks.
Damn, that's why I'm single.
I think
Okay,
it's
both
the
of you guys
culture.
are wrong, actually. Both of you guys are wrong. The reason it's so hard to find people is everybody in LA is shooting up. Right? You guys have these high standards. You guys want a super rich guy, also has a six-pack.
No, I want
basketball.
someone who has a good job because I have a good job. Like, I'm sorry, but I can't be the breadwinner, baby.
But there's a lot more things that you actually look
But,
for.
yeah.
Great
No, I get
personality.
you.
He has to know how to talk. He's to know
Yeah.
all these things. For us, we always go for girls who are like very attractive. Like if we went to Chipotle right now and just like, hey, look at that dude behind the counter. He's probably a good guy. Look at this girl making the Chipotle thing. Probably a good girl, but like we don't even like give them a chance because everybody's shooting up. Everybody's trying to get the next thing up, and then nobody finds anybody because the people up here are shooting up too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen Kate go on a hike and be like, this guy's cute. I don't know anything about him.
No, but I'm not saying attraction for girls is like everything. It's personality, it's confidence, it's success, ambition. It's not just like looks. Like for guys, it's mostly looks. Like, it's,
But that proves my point that if they're not bringing their A game, but then they're looking for the people at the highest level, you're not going to get them.
But
yeah,
also,
but I'm saying guys do the same
no,
thing.
but
Guys
also,
look for the girl at the highest level.
Who
and then-
decided to sit here and say, I'm looking for somebody? You guys. Because I never said once that I'm looking for somebody.
At some point
I
you
never
will.
said
But
I'm
I'm
looking for
not.
somebody.
How, you
But,
know
but
what I
if
mean?
somebody, but if the right person comes and attracts
Then great.
you, then you're going to be like, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Right? But you haven't found that person yet.
No, but also it could be, am I even looking at this point? Like, I'm looking in places because I'm trying to better my career, and I'm not looking for a man. That's never been something that I've ever stood by, ever wanted, is a man. And I have friends who are like that, and I think a lot of girls are. So I do like understand where you guys are coming from too, but it's not all about that. And for me, like, I'm a very independent person, and like, I don't need you to be successful. I really don't.
But you just said you need a guy who has a better job than you, or at least the same.
The same job as me.
Same.
But I don't need him. But
She's
if I'm
saying
going to
if
get
she's
into
gonna
a
date him.
relationship,
Yeah, so if you date
that's a standard, which is a small standard, because like, I mean, I do well, but like, I'm not a millionaire.
No,
Like,
I
I'm not
agree
making
with her.
millions
'Cause
with
you-
my job. Like,
you do the same thing, Mo.
What do I do?
Okay, if you met a supermodel who also had this amazing personality, you would date her because she's like a supermodel with amazing personality. And maybe she would look at you and be like, "Oh, you're not up to my standards because X, Y, Z. You need to drive a
I think-
Lambo because I'm a supermodel. You need
Sure,
a blah,
but
blah,
I
blah,
wouldn't
whatever."
be delusional to say that, oh, like, first of all, I would never say that it was LA. I would just say that I suck.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm just not at that level that like would match. It has happened actually in the past. It happened with one of my exes where I thought to myself that, damn, like she has X, Y, and Z, but then I to myself think that I'm not at the level that I would have wanted to be in order to match where she was at.
I feel like that's a lot of people too, girls and guys. Like, we don't have to segregate the genders. Like, girls feel that way too. Like, it's a thing. It's just a thing. Like, you're always trying to better yourself. You're always, well, at least
some people are.
Some people are, but like, you're always trying to better yourself. You're always trying to like be the best version of you. And sometimes it comes with meeting people who are better, quote unquote, than you, even though they're not. Like, we're all people. I always like to say, like, I'm gonna treat someone who's homeless versus, and I know you guys are gonna try and debate me on this, but I've said this since I was a little kid, and I feel like I've stayed true to it as much as I possibly could. But I'm gonna treat someone who's homeless and someone who's a celebrity the same exact way when it comes to being respectful. And obviously you treat someone you like differently than you treat someone you don't like. You treat someone who's, homeless, whatever. But like, when it comes to respect, you're going to give the same respect to someone who does not have money and someone who does, and money or fame, versus someone who has a ton of money and fame. Like, and that's why it's hard for me too, because I'm not a clout climber. And like, when there's famous people or celebrities, I party a lot. And when there's famous people or celebrities or people with followers that I know, like, it is so hard for me to even go up to them. And one, it has a lot to do with like being burned from the past. Like, I've had some really awful things said to me from people who do have followers or whatever. But also it has to do with the fact that like, you're a person, I'm a person, a homeless man's a person. Like we're all the same. Like, I don't think you're better than me, but do I think I want what you have when it comes to, let's say, like a career or like a group of friends, and it looks like there's a huge group of friends around them all the time? Like, yeah, but it's really hard for me to go up and be like, fangirl are you? Because no, like, I still need to respect you the way that I respect someone else, and not like treat you like you're better than me, because you're not at the end of the day. Even though in my brain, I'm like thinking to myself, damn, like, I wish I looked like that, or I wish I had that, or I wish that I was as successful as them. But like, I don't know.
Would you guys date a girl, like an ugly girl or a fat girl, for the clout?
No. Think about it. I don't think a single one of my guy friends would date Oprah. Most
Jesus Christ.
successful woman maybe of all time.
Like, what? Yeah.
But I'm just saying, most successful of all time, and just the difference is just criteria. Guys, the criteria is mostly looks. That's just the bottom line. Like, if you're really good looking and also like chill and like cool to hang out with, like, guys are pretty much fine. Girls, it's just, there's a lot more things on the list, but looks matters less. Like, if you're an ugly dude, I've seen some ugly dudes who are funny or like have a lot of money or something, and like they get girls.
Maybe they're laughing at girls' jokes, bro.
We actually we were having this discussion the other day, and there was this argument over the fact that one of our friends was like, if Kim Kardashian wanted to date him, he would not.
Wait, say that again?
He was like, if Kim Kardashian came up to me and was like, I want to date you,
Stop.
I wouldn't date you.
It's easy to
and
say.
I was like, you're out of your
say.
mind.
Yeah.
Well, it depends who it was who said that, but that's actually like reasonable, because
yes, I think you could guess who it was.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. He should definitely he should probably go for that. Yeah, but I think it's understandable. She's kind of older now, and like,
She's kind of older.
like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like she's not like
Gorgeous.
attractive.
You
but,
wouldn't
like,
date her
Kim Kardashian?
if she came up to you?
Her body type's not really.
You would
My
not
type.
date
You
Kim
guys are capping.
Kardashian.
You're
Like,
capping.
if it
That
was-
is crazy,
I think it's easy to
bro.
say because you're not in that predicament.
Maybe.
Like, if I would say no, I wouldn't date her, and I don't even like girls. But like, bro, probably if she came up to me and wanted to date me, I'd be like, you're Kim Kardashian and you're so pretty. Like, fuck.
Well,
okay.
that was the question that she asked, right? He's not attracted to Kim Kardashian.
I'm not attracted to her. I'm just saying, like, I see girls at the club all the time that personally I find more attractive than Kim Kardashian. Maybe Kim Kardashian, like, when she was, like, in her perfect prime and, like, before she got the fake butt and stuff, maybe I would be like, yeah, for sure. But, like...
But now you're doubtfully...
I see girls that hide that are, in my opinion, more attractive than Kim Kardashian all the time. Am I tripping or...
Well, no. The question was, would you date somebody who look wise is not attractive but has clout?
Oh, you were saying
That
literally
was the
just
question.
for the clout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, not for like.
see, maybe, but I would honestly also kind of be nervous about like being in the public spotlight that much. Mm-hmm. And like my entire life is like, fuck, we found Zach when he was 5 years old. He posted a tweet that was racist, or you know what I mean? Like I would be like nervous about like. What are they like stuff like that a little bit?
But that's like a.
It's a cop out answer. I see what you're saying.
But if you dated Kim Kardashian, you'd be going up the ladder so much quicker because all these other women would be like, "Damn, that's the guy."
That's true. Yeah, I probably would
That's
actually.
the
Now that I've thought out like the long term play, yeah, I probably would.
Kim K, like, is way too good of an example. I like Oprah. Would you date?
Yeah, no, I really wouldn't.
No?
I honestly wouldn't. No.
For the clout?
Because for guys, that's only it's almost like not really clout. It's like, oh, like you couldn't. I don't want to be mean. Like you couldn't get like a hotter girl. You know what I mean? It's almost like, oh, you did. Like I would look at Oprah's man and be like jealous if I'm like, damn, you got Oprah. I'd be like, oh, you got Oprah. I don't know. I would be jealous of a guy who got like Victoria's Secret model, even if she wasn't famous. If she was like I would be like, damn, he got that girl. If a guy got Oprah, I'd be like, oh, he got Oprah. Like, he's probably a nice guy, you know.
Probably.
I do gotta get going though, because we are at our
Last question.
Yeah.
Green bubble.
What about it? Just kidding.
Is that a problem? Do you care
What's a green bubble?
Yeah.
when you get a text message on your iPhone
Oh,
and it's green?
red flag.
Oh. Yeah, maybe.
It's a problem.
It's a problem for you. You
Sure.
care.
For sure.
So you definitely just like would not.
No, but one of the things my friend says with green bubbles is that his iPhone's getting fixed. So
Oh.
Okay, so a guy
It is
comes
a
up to
turn
you,
off. It is a
green
turn
bubble, no.
turn up. No, yeah.
Thinking
For sure.
about
It could be a fake number. Maybe he has a Google phone that he uses, you know.
It seems like a scam.
Exactly. No, never answer.
Uh-huh.
Green
I rest
bubbles.
my case. I rest my case.
Great.
There's two people. It's 2-1
It's 2
right
to 1.
now.
It's 2 to 1.
So
So
You
no,
have an
there's
Android.
gonna be much more.
You have an Android, don't you?
Of course. I actually have a brain that
You know
I
what's
use
crazy?
in order to
Third
use
world
my
country.
phone.
And how many-
I'm not a simple person like most people who use iPhones.
You know what's crazy though? Like all the people who have Androids say the exact same thing.
Because it is the same
And-
exact.
Like,
books are better.
they all
And how
say
many-
like they all say like I'm not an iPhone person. Like that's
It's not even that I'm not an iPhone person. It's just that I'm way too smart to use an iPhone.
How many bitches have you pulled with an Android?
Actually, you know, I'm
Yeah,
not going to answer
actually-
that question, but we're going to talk
No,
about that afterwards.
Mogan's girls. Mogan's girls.
So,
for sure.
you know,
But I
the
think it's
fact
despite
we've
of the
had
Android.
this
It's
argument
despite.
with one of my
Despite.
friends who literally says you cannot get girls if you have an Android, and
oh shoot, that's a big statement.
I'm sorry,
Not gonna lie,
it just doesn't apply to me.
it wouldn't because you're attractive too. You're an attractive guy. Like I feel like girls, just like guys, it's like oh you're willing to like put aside that one thing.
The Android, it bumps you down like 5%
It bumps you
on the
down
high
by
scale.
kid you
point,
not. You know what I
mean?
but like it doesn't bump you
it's
down
not
by
a deal
I kid you
breaker.
not.
Yeah.
This happened to me the other day, where the girl, I was literally like while like getting close to just like make a move, she was like, I sent her a text, and she was like, you have an Android? And I was like,
Those green bubbles.
I was like, yeah, and it just moved on and fucking.
Yeah, I like it knocks you down a couple points, but it doesn't knock you down to the bottom. Like that. Let's
You kind
be
of feel
real.
sorry for them. Like, should
Yeah.
we start a GoFundMe
Yeah.
to help you get an
Like,
adult phone? You know,
You do realize that my phone is more expensive than yours, yes?
highly doubt
Like that's
that,
just like
you know.
crazy.
They always
to me
get
that
so
people
defensive.
Don't
You got
realize
ripped off. It
that
was
the
more expensive.
Samsung, the top line Samsung phone is more expensive than an iPhone.
They are pretty expensive though. They're like
I don't
pretty
think
much the
so.
same. I feel
You
like.
don't have to think so.
Oh, you got ripped
could
off, bro.
Google it.
You got ripped off. You got scammed, bro. Probably by someone with a green bubble. That scammed you.
Those green bubbles, man, killing it. For all
Thanks
the
for coming on
blue
the show.
bubbles.
You guys have been absolutely amazing. We got to do this again.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thanks for
having us.
watching.
Thanks for having us.